Hello everyone, and welcome to another daily challenge. Today we are going to make some starbursts. These are 7 cornered flowers, or 7 pointed flowers, and they're made out of paper. These are just made out of recycled paper, just plain white paper. And they have flowers on the inside. They're not really that difficult to make. You'll need 2 sheets of paper, and you can use recycled paper. I think you can even use maybe some newspaper as well. Okay, so let's get started. I'm going to push these off to the side. I'm actually going to put the whole cardboard off to the side. I don't think we'll need it today. So what I've done is I'm using colored paper because it's easier to see on my white background, and what I've seen is colored paper used on one edge and then another color used on another for the other edge, but you can use just white paper. It looks just fine as well, but I'm going to use this color paper so it's easier for you to see when I'm folding and doing things. Okay, so we start off with a paper piece like this, and we put it horizontally. And you want to fold the edge in. Anywhere from 3 to 4 centimeters works fine. Fold the edge up like that, right? And then flip it over. Either way, it doesn't matter. Because what we're going to do is this part of it, now we want to fold into quarters. Okay, so we fold it like this first. And I'm going to do it this way. And I'm going to fold it in half. Okay, and this crease, this fold, we want to make a really good fold because we're actually going to fold it backwards eventually. And then you take this one piece, put it up, because this is how we're folding this into 4 sections. And if I'm going too fast, you can always stop the video and slow it down. Okay, or pause it and take a look at each frame. And then we go like this, and now it's in 4 pieces. Okay, so first we folded the flap, then we folded it in half, then we folded that piece in half, and then we folded this piece in half. Okay, and now what we want to do is open it up a little bit, and you see there's a piece in the middle here. It doesn't matter how you look at it. We want to fold that opposite. And we're going to reverse the fold. Because now what we've done is we've basically created a kind of like a square cylinder. And on this flap here that we made, what's going to happen is this is going to go inside the flap like that. Okay, so what we have to do is we have to glue this piece right here. And so we'll need a glue stick. And I'm going to put a piece of paper here just so that when I glue it, it doesn't get glue on this side. I guess you could, it's okay to get glue on there, but it's better if you don't. All right, it just makes it a little cleaner. So I'm going to put glue on there. And I'm taking this out, and I'm putting it like this. Now we have a little flap here, and that's okay. It won't matter. You don't have to cut it off. You can leave it the way it is. And now what we want to do on this flap part and where this fold is, we want to just put some pencil marks, because this is where we are going to put some glue. Now the first thing we have to do is we're going to cut a piece, and you can cut the pieces about the same size as this flap. Okay, so about 3 or 4 centimeters. And I'm going to cut that piece off, put it off to the side. Now I'm going to put glue on this paper, or this drawing part, the part that we marked off with the pencil. Okay, it's going to go all along there. Now this is going to make your scissors a little messy. That's okay. Let me cover back on my glue. Now we take this piece, and the piece that's penciled, put it on top of the piece that's penciled, like this. Okay, like that. And then we cut both of them, and we're just going to put it on the next part with the glue. All right, and then we cut it again, and it's going to be a little, might be a little uneven, but that's okay, because we can always trim that edge. And see, my scissor has lots of glue on it, and we're going to go like this again, and we're going to put it over here. I want to cut out 7 pieces. You can always do less, but 7 makes for a really nice design. But you can do 6, you can do 5, you can do 4. It doesn't really matter. So how many? Let's see how many we have. I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That'll be 6. So I need cut one more. Is that right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And then I'm going to have 7. Okay. And I'm almost out of paper. So this is working out just perfect. Sometimes it does, sometimes it doesn't. Now, when we open it up, it's a starburst type of flower. Okay, and we glue it on the part that has our pencil mark. So we go like this, put some more glue on, and we should be good to go. Here we go. There. It's a little off. That's okay. There we go. That looks pretty good. This paper's a little harder to work with. Okay, so there's our starburst. Now we want to make the pieces for the inside. Okay. And for that we go to another piece of paper. And we need to cut a piece off because we have to make the whole thing smaller. So we cut about 1/3 off. You can measure. Or you can kind of guess, so I'm just folding there. So it's probably about 7 centimeters you want to cut off, because the inside ones are going to be smaller, right? So we have to make the paper smaller. This time we're going to have individual pieces. And now we fold the same way. So we turn it horizontal and you fold along the clean edge, not the cut edge, because it's the one that's nice and even. And you don't need as big of a fold on this one. It can be a little smaller. Okay, so they have a little flap again. Now we're going to flip it over like we did before, so everything's exactly the same. Fold it in half like this, and a nice strong crease on here. And we fold it in half again like this. I apologize if my camera is having a hard time focusing, but it's the light is a little more difficult in this little home studio that I've made up in my office. Okay, so there we go. Now we fold it. Now, just like before, we want to reverse this fold. Okay, we want it to go backwards because we're going to make another square cylinder again. Okay. And this time though, we're going to, instead of folding it underneath, we're going to put the flap down and then put it over top like that. Okay, that's our plan. So now what we do is I'm going to get my paper and I'm going to put some glue on this piece. Okay, you can use white glue here too, but it'll just take a little longer for it to dry. Take my white piece out, and now I'm going to fold it. There. Now we have it like this. Now what you want to do is, this is where my flap is, right? I want the flap to go on top, and then I want to push down. Okay. And now, just like before, we're going to put a little pencil mark on. Now this is my flap right here. If I pulled it, my little flap would come off there. Okay, and all the way down. So I want to do this with my pencil across the whole side because this is the side we're going to put glue on. Okay, now I'm going to put some glue on, yes, again, the entire thing all the way down. All right, and we're going to cut it this time, but this time we're going to place each individual, I guess, petal, for lack of better description. And now what I'm going to do is I'm going to cut a piece. I'm not quite sure if it's the right length. We will find out. And take it. Now what you do is the glue is on the part that has the pencil marks. So you push it together and you want the parts with the glue to go like this, and then you want to grab the two pieces that don't have glue on it, and it's very sticky. And what you do is you put it in here where the point is, where the vertex is, and then you squeeze on it, and if you open it up, it's a smaller one. See how that works? Okay, let me do another one here. Same thing. I'm not measuring these, I'm just guessing. And if they're too short, then you just raise it up a little bit. Okay, so I'm going to put it in there. Next one. Yep, that's good. That's kind of cool. Okay, and it looks better if you have different color paper. I would have used white paper, but it's just easier to see this yellow paper against my white table background. And color paper is a little harder to work with because it's a little stiffer, a little thicker. Okay, another piece. Turn around. Put it in again. Pretty good so far. I like it. It's working out nicely. And there we go. Remember, put your fingers on the edges that don't have glue. These two have glue. You'll know right away which they are. And I put it in, squeeze it together. Two more. And you can even make a smaller piece to fit inside these. All right, you can even make another tinier one to fit inside these pieces. Okay, so to do that, all you need to do is when we cut a third of the paper off, you would need to cut more than a third off. I'm not sure how much more, but you'd have to maybe experiment with that to see what the right size is. Try it with a scrap piece of paper. And there we have it. There's our flower starburst with flowers on the inside as well. It's pretty cool. Yeah, it looks nice. Okay, so it's fairly simple. You can use any kind of paper you want. It does look better when it's two colors, not just one color like this. Try it with newspaper, try it with different materials, and see how it goes. Okay, so that's it for today. And hope you enjoy making this, and please send us your pictures of what you create. We'd love to see them. And hope you enjoy making this, and we will talk to you again. Thanks.